welcome back to July 4th. Another great episode. Hot dogs, hamburgers, fireworks, hot dogs, hamburgers, fireworks,
He's gonna keep saying it, guys.
hot dogs, hamburgers, fireworks. Nah, but for real though, July 4th, Independence Day. It's about independence. Your independence. Our independence. We're here today to thank everyone for tuning in. And you know, we're suited up. Josh got the trunks, Dragon Ball Z, bro. And then I got the heart, and then Evan's got that Air Force, bro.
Yeah.
Is that Air Force?
That is Air Force.
He's
Y'all
Air
probably
Force.
can't see it, which is probably for the better, but it's
It's crazy that you said Trunks Dragon Ball Z because I'm supposed to have a Trunks Dragon Ball Z tattoo right here. I just haven't gotten it yet.
That'd be pretty sick.
damn.
Well, my brother got the Goten doing the fusion ritual.
Are you gonna get the other half of that?
First and foremost, story time. Fucking dickhead was supposed to tell me to go with him so that we could get it at the same time. He was impatient and was going to get tattoos with his other friends at the same time. He's like, he didn't know what else to get. He's like, I already have this planned out. I'm gonna just get it, and then next time you get a tattoo, I'll go with you and we can size it. Da 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 da. And at the time, I was like, all right. I mean, I guess that's a good substitute. It was 4 years ago.
Oh my god.
like at this point, every time I've been available to go get a tattoo, he's out of town or some shit, or every time he's available to go with me, I can't do it or don't have the funds to do it at that time. It's just like, this is some actual bullshit.
Yeah. Hey, you'll get it. You'll get it one day though.
True.
You
but
get it one day.
still,
That's an adult shit.
yeah.
Just like the timing never matches up.
Yeah.
Just forever.
But yeah, dude. Got the trunks on, got the American dad on. I feel like you've got very dad fit.
Is this a dad fit? Like
Yeah.
I'm about to grill. I feel like this is like I'm about to go redneck golfing out in the yard.
That sounds kind of fire. We
Is
should
there
do that.
There's another name for that game, right?
What is redneck golfing?
It's the one where you throw. It's like the two golf balls on a string and you throw it.
I've never heard of that.
The two
Hold
golf balls on the
Y'all
string.
never played that?
Let's find
It's
out.
like so.
You
There's
played it?
So there's like yeah, dude. I mean, it's outdoor. I love outdoor stupid ass games like cornhole and fucking.
Okay, normal game.
Oh.
Yeah, you played it.
I have played this.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking like stance. You can put it up there.
Was it
Press
three?
3, yeah.
Yeah. It's
This
the
shit,
racks. You got
the
the
racks with the
there.
balls that it's like 1 point, 3 points, 5 points or some shit like that. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
played that.
And you
I still have not.
You never played that?
Have not played it, but honestly, checks out.
What's it called? What's it say? You just typed in right
I
next
did.
golf.
It came
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because I remember I said that. Someone else said a different name. I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure it's called redneck golf.
Well, it came up.
Ladder golf.
Nah,
That's
not-
it's not as catchy.
It's not as
that's fucking
catchy.
lame.
There's also hillbilly golf and trailer park golf
It's
club.
It's all the same route.
I'm more and more. I'm understanding why I probably haven't played this game.
That's American. That's American ass.
Yeah, this one says DIY patriotic ladder golf game, and it's
This
just a
is-
red, white, and blue one.
It's very July 4th.
Very July 4th.
So we should go buy that and just toss the fucking balls around in the.
You'd like that,
yard.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's what America's all about. Tossing some ball. If you think about it, baseball,
Tossing the old pigskin.
I'll toss.
True, honestly.
Toss around.
What's
some
more
pigskin.
American than football?
True. The old baseball, I guess.
Yeah, baseball.
Well, I don't know. Baseball is definitely more worldwide, and whereas football is like pretty much just here. Everywhere else is rugby. So I guess at this point, maybe football is more American.
Well, people say that baseball is American sport. It's been American sport, right? Since like Babe Ruth and shit.
Right, but they also say that like the fucking bald eagle's America's bird. That doesn't mean shit.
that is the country's.
I mean, it's definitely. I feel like. Well, like I mean, maybe from the external it'd be baseball, but internal since we're the only ones that have football, it's definitely football. And it's like the biggest here, so it's like kind of hard to say it's not football.
No, baseball's pretty.
The
popular.
most American sport, lingerie football.
Lingerie.
Like, why was that a fucking thing? Fucking, they were like, "Oh, you women want to play football? Put some lingerie on and we'll let it happen." Yeah, like,
wait. That was a thing. I didn't.
You
even
don't
know
remember
about
that? Oh, dude, it was on like Spike TV and
Oh.
shit. Hold up, let me find it.
No, disc golf is a pretty. I That's a pretty American ass fucking sport.
That is another one, yeah.
Yeah, that's another one that I've heard of.
Anything you're just like, it doesn't take much physical activity. It does take amount of skill, but you can just go out and drink some beers on like a course.
The Lingerie Football League, later known as the Legends Football League, was a women's American football league that operated from 2009 to 2019. It featured 7-on-7 tackle football with players wearing revealing uniforms consisting of athletic bras and underwear, along with protective gear like helmets, shoulder pads, and knee pads. The league was known for its unique presentation and gained significant media attention. Before ceasing operations, it was later replaced by the X League, which aims to focus more on the sport itself.
Which makes sense.
Which is how it should have been from the fucking go.
Saying unique presentation is a funny way to say
It's
that.
accurate.
Yeah.
It's accurate.
It is accurate.
It is accurate. To be fair to them, I mean, if you just take out all of your morals, I mean, I get it. It's a money grab. I mean, if you want to get eyes on it,
That is
the game.
like some of the most American values is just throwing your morals to the side for capital gain.
Exactly. So like, I'm not honestly that surprised that it existed. It's just maybe disappointing.
Definitely. But that's why I was like, if football is the most American, then I feel like that's the most American of football.
True. True.
What do you think is the most American thing?
Most American thing?
Barbecue?
Are you talking about like
Texas
anything?
barbecue?
Yeah, just anything. Like something you're like, that's us, dude. That like
Guns?
That's a big one.
that's a
I was
fair-
gonna say some worse shit. I was gonna say racism. But that
Racism?
is everywhere.
That's everywhere.
That is
That's everywhere.
You can't escape
Guns
that.
are also
This
everywhere,
world.
but not to this degree.
No, but like
Not
American,
to
like
this
the average
per capita.
the way that like guns, we think about guns. Like in other places, they don't think about guns like how we think about guns. Like we're like, especially in Texas, we're like, hey, like that guy was being a dick on the road, but like I'm not packing right now, so I shouldn't really fuck with him. Because like there's a high chance that he's probably packing, and that's like actually crazy. But that's like American.
It is one of those things where like anywhere else you might feel like the availability to like step into a situation. In Texas, it's like guns in the car. All right. I'm not
exactly.
doing that.
It's
We
like
live in Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, like in Asia, people are getting like stabbed and stuff. It's like, okay, it's like manageable. It's like he has a knife. That's still scary, but like he can't knife me from his car.
You can fight somebody with a knife.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, that is almost scarier because if someone comes out of the shadows and stabs you, that's way worse.
See,
well, they could shoot you. from the
arguably, maybe not. Like way worse in terms of like the aftermath for sure, because like you have to deal with a stab wound, maybe go to a hospital or something. But like there's a lot of adrenaline that goes in your body. If you don't know, like see it happening, you might not even know that you got stabbed at first.
That is true.
Like like it's weird that you brought that up because my neighbor that lived across the street from us whenever we were in the 6th grade, he was like 2 years older than us, and whenever we lived there for about a year or so, but he was a 9th or 10th grader in high school whenever this happened at our high school that we ended up going to. Got fucking stabbed in the courtyard from behind with like a steak knife that was like less than an inch away from like puncturing his lung, and did not feel it. Proceeded to fight the person that stabbed him, and then once he beat the dude up, someone was like, "Hey, yo," and he looked over and was like, "There's a knife sticking out of my
That's some
fucking
real
back."
like 21 Jump Street shit right there.
Literally.
That's actually crazy. That'd be crazy to experience something like that. You're like, man, the brain's crazy.
Like imagine like doing that, but also imagine seeing that like from across
Yeah.
the courtyard. You're like, whoa, he beat his ass anyways. But yeah, like that shit's fucking insane. I would say something that we didn't mention. I don't know. This might be ignorance because I don't know too much about cars, but like muscle cars might be like in a premierly American thing.
I think there's different. It's crazy.
Muscle cars specifically, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's really crazy
Like,
because there's like
like the-
American culture built into other other cultures come here and they kind of build into the American culture. Because you
Yeah.
also have like lowriders and shit, right?
Yeah.
Which is like more Latin culture, but like it is also kind of an American,
Kind of become American culture to a
American
degree.
Latin culture, right? And what's crazy is that like I guess Chicano would be it's more Chicano culture, but then Japan, they copy like that shit.
Well,
And
you
they have
mean with
their
like some
version
of like
of-
the like low, like Supras and stuff like that.
What do you mean? Like in
the
Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like but they'll do like the hydraulics and like it's weird because they'll
Oh, I
wear
haven't seen
they'll wear
that.
the like fucking wife beaters with the fucking.
Oh my god.
Cholo
Oh my
shit.
God.
Yeah, bro.
Full locked in, bro.
Yeah, they
They're
go all
committed
out.
to the vision.
Can you
Yeah,
look it up like
Japanese cholos? What am I looking
yeah,
at?
yeah. Yes, actually, yeah. Just look. It'll pop up, dude. It'll pop up. It's actually insane because they do go all out.
Why is this a thing?
Japanese people execute
Bro.
everything to the highest level.
Bro, what is going on here?
They almost like
Subculture finds a home in East Asia. Did you read this earlier today? How did you fucking? This is a mythical pool.
no, dude. I remember seeing it. You know, this is the gift of being chronically online. You see everything.
It's actually crazy as an American to see this.
What is this? We're not making fun of you guys. We're just laughing that this
That's
exists.
some the dude in the wheelchair. That shit gives very fucking what's don't drink in South Central or
Oh, fucking don't be a menace.
don't be a menace in South
Yeah,
Central
yeah.
while drinking juice.
That's just
oh, true.
It was based off
Hilarious.
of Boys in the Hood, but still, like it is funny. Just a guy in the wheelchair just doing his.
Dude,
Bro, that
Wayne-
movie is a classic.
Wayne's Bros went fucking stupid on that movie.
No, yeah, you're right though. But like that is kind of crazy how like culture does kind of like build upon itself. That's what America could be though. Instead, we're like, no, this is our culture.
I
Well,
mean,
it's a very new thing. Well, maybe not very new, but it's become very like extremely belligerent lately about like cultural appropriation. It's like I get like why, because people are disrespectful in certain instances, but like that's the whole point of America at its core. It was
It's
to
capitalism.
appropriate different cultures to be able to come together and fucking make it all work.
Well, I think the appropriation part is like is because of
is if you're
capitalism.
making a dollar off of it.
Yeah,
yeah, I
you're
get
not
that.
respecting the culture, but you're making money off of it.
I definitely understand
instead of the
that, but I don't like. There's the videos of like the dude that walks around with like a sombrero in San Antonio, and white people come up to him and talk about you're so racist. Then he goes up to like Mexican people. He's like, "Do you guys have a problem with this?" And he's like, "They're like, no, it's like a nice hat."
Yeah.
It's like, so if you look very good. Like it's one of those things where it's like, this is self-perpetuated. Nobody gives a fuck about this other than the people that act like they have to give a fuck about this.
you think SJWs are American? That's like an American thing. Like that's super American. You know, speaking of like, don't be a
Karens
menace.
might be a purely American
Oh,
thing.
that's definitely American. Well, there's
What?
Karens, like the idea of like a person overstepping a boundary
Ah,
to try to like
entitlement.
enforce their entitlement.
Nah, I feel like Britain probably has a.
yeah. I'm like, I feel
Brit-
like there's probably entitled people
Yeah,
everywhere.
the British people have.
Okay.
I was gonna say though, speaking of American things, I was thinking of like Don't Be a Menace. I was thinking of like, I mean, I could also be ignorant, but maybe like spoof movies. Like, I mean, that's definitely like super American.
like
like-
the like epic movies. And
Yeah,
stuff
like
like
the
that.
epic movies.
Yeah. Had a time, bro. They had a time.
You know, recently I just watched also a very American movie. I watched Tucker and Dell versus Evil, like 2010, fucking banger
What is
classic.
it?
Tucker and Dell versus Evil.
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen it? Oh my god! Really?
Is
Holy
that
shit!
like is like a spinoff of
It's like
Bill
a
and Ted?
Oh, I've seen this.
yeah. It's like it's not a spoof in that it's a direct spoof of a movie, but it's like a spoof of like the genre, like the horror. It's like
Tucker
a
and
horror
Dale.
spoof.
That's fun.
It's super good. It's actually like really good though. Like
It's
I
like
really
the-
watched it.
Alan Tudyk. I don't know how to say his last name. That dude's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It was like really funny, but also really good, and it also made me realize.
This
Kind of like
guy-
Shaun of the Dead.
this-
Yeah,
this
kind of like
guy.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit! Yeah, that guy is fucking.
This dude's fucking hilarious.
He is hilarious.
Yeah, he was really good.
Dude, because that duo, they had a fucking run, dude.
It is this dude. Okay, this is the dude from like the I forgot what it's called on Hulu. It's like Ghosts or not Ghosts. It's some movie. Let me actually. It might actually be on here. Movies and shows. Let me see.
You know, I just realized I left
Yeah,
that golf
Deadbeat.
ball.
Deadbeat.
the
This show is
outfit.
fucking actually kind of funny. He's the only dude that can see like ghosts basically, but it's all just like ghosts with like unfinished business that's like hilarious shit. It's like I've been stalking this girl, she cheated on me, da 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 da. I've just been waiting to like watch her downfall. So he has to like create her downfall.
Oh,
Like,
it
I
just
could see him being hilarious. They were both like they were really good in the.
That dude's
movie.
hilarious. You can go back.
he looks like MacGyver, kind of.
Kinda. He does have that like MacGyver like fucking
Aura.
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
build.
Aura
Yeah.
is a funny word to
Yeah,
use.
build,
Yeah,
yeah.
build.
Yeah.
I mean, dude. I mean, you could use any word now, dude.
You
It's
can.
just
Skibbity.
know that the word's gonna be restructured 10 years from now. It doesn't fucking say whatever you fucking want. It's gonna
Yeah,
be a new
instead
meme.
of reconstructed, you just made restructed. So we're
No, I
in.
said reconstruct.
No, you didn't. We're on live recording.
I don't give a
We'll
shit.
hear this later.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, dude. It's like, dude, I used to think, like, you remember you used to goon, when you would say, I'm going to goon with my friends, you'd mean I'm going to go out and get into some hood rat shit.
Yeah, now there's whole things like goonicides.
What?
The dude that
I don't
pulled
even want to know what that means. Do you know what gooning means?
I know what it means. I don't know about
Goonicide.
Goonicide.
That's what I
You
say.
don't remember the dude that pulled up to like a fast food restaurant with no pants on and then killed
that's
himself
fucked up.
because it went
That's-
viral?
That is
People called it a
crazy.
goonicide.
That is crazy.
Oh no, I'm laughing on Maine.
It's weird because like I didn't know this whenever that went viral, but apparently it was like a restaurant, like a fast food type of restaurant that actually has like women inside dressed like Twin Peaks type of like scantily clad like uniform. So he was not just like pulling up to like a regular McDonald's or fucking Whataburger. Like he was actually going for it.
You know what's crazy is that like I didn't notice what was going on for the longest time. I was like, what has happened? Like, why are people tripping? And then like after I kept looking
The
at
comment section.
no, but I kept looking. I was like, oh, he's over there like no pants on. Dude, he's got no shorts. But then I'm like, I'm watching this dude's meat. Like I was searching for all the wrong answers. Like,
I said I've just been on a meat journey.
yeah, a meat mission. So to speak. I was like, God damn, bro.
I mean, I hate to be this guy, but like honestly, if you're doing that, if you're at that point in your life, then like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was the Goonicide.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
man, some people just sacrifice themselves for the greater
greater
the
good.
greater
society.
good. It's crazy.
for the love of the game, bro.
For the love of the game, I could see that. The love of the game. He really was getting bored at home, so he said, "Hey, I gotta take this."
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
mean, R.I.P. I guess, but like Jesus Christ. That being said, you're right because gooning did used to be like we're gonna go outside and have some fun, and now it's like you might be the horniest motherfucker on the block.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. That's some American ass shit right there, dude. Gooning, bro. That's got to be some fucking. I don't know. That could be like the China fucking implant of TikTok right there, dude. Like let's get him with gooning, bro. They're gonna masturbate themselves to death, dude. This is our mission. This is our psyop. We're just gonna get them all just horny as shit and not think about anything else.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Nah, I wonder what are some like other like American
I mean, Sandlot, bro. Sandlot's classic.
like classic movies. I mean, I feel like they don't make classic like American movies like that.
Like when I think about like fireworks
Gun.
now, to this day, I think about Sandlot. Just the scene where they're
Anytime,
like,
yeah.
dude, let's go play baseball. And then it's like it's the only time of the year that we could play a night game because the fireworks light up the sky.
It is fire.
No, it's a good
Sandlot is one of those movies that
All
like
time.
it's definitely an all timer. I will say there are some American things that are like purely like supposed to be like thought of as American, like apple pie and shit like that. That I'm just
American
not
Pie.
a fan of.
You a fan of American Pie?
American Pie goes
Is
hard.
that why you're not a fan of apple pie?
That's not why.
Scars you?
No.
Scars.
Scars remind me that the past is real.
I feel like apple
You've
pies are.
heard the song. It's Papa Roach. You definitely. There used to be like one of the opening song, or it used to be part of the show Scarred
Never saw that.
with fucking Jacoby from Papa Roach. The one where it was like they would do. Did you ever see that on MTV? Scarred.
I did, but
I love that he was like, you know, the one with Papa Roach. It's like, you know, the one I don't know about.
Because like they
look
would
it
just,
up.
Yeah, dude. They would just crash out, and like people would get fucked up, and like just ruined, bro. Just destroyed. Yeah, that really is. That's showing the people what it is.
I mean, maybe let me find it first.
2007.
Yeah, bro.
This is a classic.
Throwing my age around at this point.
I've never seen this, bro.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces.
The only one I remember of that. That's
go
some
back.
American shit right there. Well, no, I lied because the Japanese people have like Wipeout. They do all the crazy game shows where people just
Wipeout used to go hard.
Yeah.
That shit was fun. Like, speaking of fucking like game shows like that, do you remember the fucking American Ninja Warrior?
I was
shit?
literally just thinking about that
Me
American
too.
Ninja Warrior.
But I
That shit
was
was
gonna
hype. I
but I
love
was
that
gonna
shit.
the
But they have-
gladiator shit. You remember? I
Gladiator
showed
was
you
kinda fire,
those recently. I pulled it up.
American Ninja Warrior holds no flame to the OG though.
What?
Ninja Warrior.
Oh, true.
Like the OG Ninja Warrior was like, dude, the people on American Ninja, it's because Ninja Warrior was so much more theatrical. Because you know how the fucking like Asian game shows, they're just over the top. American Ninja Warrior, it's like some fucking CrossFit motherfucker. Like, I've been training my whole life for this fucking. I'm gonna go out there. I got my whole family here with me.
I mean,
and they're fucking, and then they just go out and eat. That part is funny.
I mean that being said though, that shit still was hard though. Like even I mean like from the perspective of me as like a young either kid or preteen, like whatever, like
yeah,
it was still crazy. I did watch like the original, and obviously like I mean Japanese media is just like way more over the top typically.
Yeah.
When it comes to just
Well,
generally.
there's less regulation on like what safety measures you need to have in place.
Yeah. Yeah. So
is there?
For sure.
and their people, they probably because they trust their people to make responsible decisions. If you're a person, hey, if you decide to go on that course, hey, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
It's on your honor. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like that is kind of part of it, where it's like American like culture rules, like we are gonna have you sign a waiver, but also we're gonna try to protect you. Where it's like everywhere else, like you signed a waiver.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to protect shit.
Are other cultures watching like reality TV?
I was about to say, I don't know about reality TV because they're definitely
Well,
like
they have Love Island
you have
UK.
your Love Island UK. You have your like those types of reality TV where it's like date shit and trying to like find love or whatever. As far as like real world type of shit, I'm sure they do have to have that. There's the whole fucking I don't know if that was Love Island, but there was the whole like 6 months ago, the dude that just like kept like watching his girl cheat on him. I think it was like a Brazilian thing.
Oh, it was originally, yeah, dude.
I don't know what show that was, but
I
it was like one of
forgot.
these. It was like I'll try to find it, but
That
it was
sounds
It was.
fucked
They
up.
had like justice for fuck. What was his name, bro? Oh, that was crazy. So basically, this dude, like, the whole point of the show is to try to like make it out without cheating on your partner. Like you,
Temptation Island or some shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's what it is. They have a U.S. version too, I think.
Montoya.
Montoya,
The
Justice for
Spanish
Montoya.
reality show La Isla de las Tentaciones. Spain's version of
Temptation
Temptation Island features a contestant named Montoya who has become known for his dramatic reactions after watching his girlfriend Anita cheat on him.
I don't know if it's dramatic.
Watching.
It might have been.
Watching is
called for it.
crazy.
Watching, like,
No.
and it's not just like watching, like they show it to you in a dark room by yourself so you can hate the world, but it's like, no, you're on a beach with like your boys, and you're all watching this TV, the small TV of your girl cheating on you.
What?
Not even just cheating on you. She's getting her cheeks clapped.
Like, not even just
They're
like
under the covers, but you hear it. Like,
not they cut away. It's like what happened. No, that you're just getting his reaction.
bro,
to
it's
watching that shit.
diabolical because it's like in the cut that you're watching, you just hear. Like they don't cut the noise out. Like you're just hearing her.
Oh
get-
my
you're hearing her-
god.
And he's just like, "Ah," and he like runs down the beach and like rips. off-
Montoya, por favor.
Oh
and
my
he's like
god.
sprinting like a mile down because like they're like a mile from where the huts or the villas are. So he's just sprinting a mile down the beach yelling for her, dude. And then she tries to apologize, but she cheats on him again.
Like twice more.
She tried to apologize? What does she mean by that? Like, what do you mean
That's
by
a good point.
like
That's a great question, actually.
But then again, like, nah, he just doesn't have because to be honest, like, man, that's crazy. Like,
But
I really feel like I'm the type of person to just like if I saw that shit happening, I would just like stop like I wouldn't say I would stop caring, but I would know that she's lost. Like it's over.
oh no, I'm
It's
internal-
over with.
It's like instantly over with. Like I'm not
Yeah.
running down the beach. Nah, I'm not doing none of that
I'm
shit.
internalizing it and I'm becoming the Green Goblin. Dude, I am the Joker now, dude. Like I'm internalizing it. And that's my
Oh no,
origin
he
story.
was running up the beach to the villa where they was fucking at.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't hear you say
I-
that.
yeah,
No, I
just-
heard because I heard you say he was running, but I never knew that that's like
Yeah.
what he was running to.
I said where they were at was a mile from the villas. So he
That's
was
what
running
it
a mi-
was?
Yeah, yeah. that's what I was
Holy
saying.
But the problem in this
shit.
situation, like if it's all online, it's not like you can like run in there and beat his ass. Like you're
No,
getting
yeah,
sued,
you're-
getting. So the only thing you can do is run up there and have a conversation, which just sounds awful.
You can't.
That sounds terrible.
You did something really bad.
Yeah, like you're just like maybe if it was offline, you feel like you can beat the dude's ass. Okay, go for it. But like,
We can be like, hey, you hurt my feelings.
yeah, but like in
We're
this
past
It's
that.
over with.
Yeah, we're past that.
that's fucked up though. What the fuck?
Yeah, but that's like a Spanish reality show, so I'm sure that other cultures do have that.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I do remember like in Japan, Are we good?
No, we're good. Yeah.
I do remember in Japan, they had I don't know if you heard of Nutsubi. It's like
No.
it's like basically the story of this guy. It was like early 2000s. They like basically tricked him and said like, hey, like, dude, we're gonna pay you a bunch of money, or I didn't even think they were gonna pay him much money, like a little bit of money, but like you're just gonna be on reality TV show. We're gonna leave you in this room. All you got to do to get out is like get like I think it was like $2,000 worth of like free stuff. And bro was in this room for like 8 or 9 months, and at some points he was eating uncooked rice. He had nothing, by the way. It wasn't like he was just in this room trying to do like free, like he was basically trying to win stuff, and everything that he won accumulated a value. And then like when he finally did get out, they took him to Korea and they trapped him in another room. Dead ass, and they made him get to another score. And he just was like an honorable person in a way, so he like felt like he had to get it. He didn't know what else to do. And at a certain point, he became so like institutionalized by the way that it was that he just like they tricked him a third time by like bringing him to another room.
At this point, it's not tricking.
Well, it's like
This
Can
one
you
is
ask
like-
for out? Are you a slave? Is this like how is this what's the contractual obligation at this point?
Well, no, so like
Honorability.
he could
Yeah,
he could have gotten out, but it was kind of like he was told, they were telling him basically that you're a celebrity, like once you're done with this you're going to be famous, like, and all this stuff. And he was like, he did have a lot, but he didn't realize, like, also by the way, he had no clothes. They just had like they just blurred out like his dick the whole time. He had nothing, like, so like, and at some point he got some panties to wear.
Hell yeah.
So like we found out basically that the game show was like filtering the things that he was winning. So they were like basically making sure
Keeping him there.
yeah, basically keeping him there, making sure he wasn't getting too much good shit, and like the stuff that he did get was ridiculous. Like but yeah, he could have gotten out, but like it's just like something about the culture. Like he felt like he was too far in to like
That's a
just
social
quit.
experiment that's like
Yeah.
gone way too far.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really popular though. The third time they tricked him, it was like they brought him into a room and he just instantly took off all of his clothes because he knew that they're like that's what he had to do. And but then they like dropped all the walls, and it was like he was on stage in front of like thousands of people.
That's fucking brutal, bro.
Yeah, and then he just kind of had to figure out what was going on. Yeah, there's like a documentary on Netflix about it.
I might have to check that out.
It was pretty
Sounds
interesting.
crazy.
Yeah.
There's been some weird game shows. I feel like they don't make them like how they used to for sure. But like there's one that I
Yeah, dude, we
remember.
need real Squid Games. Let's bring it to real life. They
I don't know
make
about
'em like
that.
they used to.
That's not
Talking
what
about
I
like
was
the
talking
Mr. Beast stuff.
about. I
No.
mean, Mr. Beast shit is kind of weird. I don't know
It's
how.
close.
people
That's the closest thing we have to Squid Games, like real
Yeah.
life for sure.
literally.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say there's this one game show. I think it was a British game show, but it was something that I saw like on a homie's. Like when I came over, he had it on, and him and his girl were watching it. But it was like a weird like. It was kind of like a dating show, like where the contestant was like picking from a panel of like who they wanted to date. But what they were choosing based off of wasn't anything to do with like questions or like even like mentality. You didn't even see the person. It was basically they would basically have 5 people like standing on a stage that this person would be choosing from, and each of them would be naked, but with a barrier to where you couldn't see them. And each round they would raise the barrier a level. So at first you would see each person's feet, and then you would see each person's like knee down, and then basically waist down, all the way. And you're eliminating each like somebody per round, all the way until you like basically you see someone's full body except for their face, and you select them before you get to see their face.
What type of shit is this?
Pretty dangerous games.
I don't know what the name of it is. I wish I could pull it up, but like that shit was crazy because you
It was
would
on
just
TV?
see people. Yeah, it was on like British TV, like it was on streaming services, and they did not blur shit.
What?
It was weird. It was one of those like, how is this allowed?
We used to have fun.
We used to have fun.
Fucking now we're getting crazy out here.
Do you guys think like I could see this potentially happening in the new America, like a real Squid Games where like
The New World War.
yeah, like a Squid Games like would it be unethical, like say like people know what it is and they still sign up for it?
It's a Hunger Games shit.
Yeah, like imagine it's like,
Yeah.
it's a $1 billion prize, something crazy, and it's like we're taking 30 people, 40 people. It's like 40 people in America would sign up, knowing that only one would win and the rest would die.
Well, think about it, like there was this court case recently. I don't even know if it was like actually real because I did see it on my phone, so I don't know how valid that is. It could obviously be like one of these fucking fake court cases that people make content out of. That being said, it was a dude that had a tattooed like 4-letter like thing on his forehead. It was like I forgot what it was, but basically it was a radio station.
Okay.
The radio station had like put out a contest stating if you get our like letters tattooed on your forehead, we'll give you $250,000. Click here for details. It was meant to be an April Fool's joke because when you click the thing, click here for details, it like does a pop up April Fool's, we got you type of thing. Somebody didn't click here for details, got it tattooed on his forehead, and then they tried to like get out of paying him. And he won.
What?
He won like 500. I can't prove that this was a real court case, that it wasn't just content that I saw on YouTube or some shit. But like, if that was real, then that is that thing where it's like he won. I think it was $510,000 because it was the $250 that they owed him plus the damages and the like laser surgery to get the tattoo removed.
I mean, paying to get it removed is crazy.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, see if that's real. That's kind of a wild thing. I mean, there was the thing where it was like, wasn't it Subway, where if you get Subway sandwich tattooed on you a foot long, then you got like free Subway for life?
That doesn't sound too bad.
No, it's not the worst deal. For sure not
Like,
the
just
worst.
get it tattooed, like, and you can make it look not too bad, honestly. Like, get it not, you don't need to be on my forehead.
Get a glizzy on you, bro.
The forehead part is the craziest part about that. If it's anywhere else, like, it's not as crazy.
September 28th, 2010, David Jonathan Winkleman. Oh my God, holy shit. All right.
Went to Spanish.
Got the call letters and logo for radio station KORB tattooed on his forehead. The 48-year-old heard of the station jokingly offers 6-figure payout for any listeners who dare to do it.
Okay, that's a lot different than like a click here for details. That's like them. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Got Winkleman's stepson got the tattoo as well in the same place, but he had some good luck. He's had some good luck. No mugshot. It gets worse. The radio station has since changed its call letters and switched from hard rock to easy listening. I don't know if that's what makes it worse.
Oh, you can switch back.
I'm trying to see him winning that actually.
So we have a radio, like a news station reporting that it did happen.
So that may have happened. The court case may have been potentially. I'm trying to see.
Wait, Josh,
go to
there's a way
Reddit.
for us to do a window inside of a window on here, right?
A window inside of a window,
Like
like a
where-
picture-in-picture. It's just super small.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted to see what that looked like. Love of the game.
I mean, if you want to test it out, you can, but I don't know if it'll be perfect.
Probably not, but
It'll be over there.
which button is
There's
it?
a PIP button somewhere on there.
Go to 3. Do PIP.
Well, go back to 2 until you find the button.
Come on, Daniel, these buttons are tiny. All right, give me a second.
Okay, all right. You know though, glizzies. Would you say glizzies are like an American? No, I mean they have those. I think UK probably big. I mean, that sounds funny.
That dip.
Is it? Nah. I just wanted to test this out.
Yeah. You see?
Look-
I don't know how to extend it to where because it's very small in the corner there.
What we could do is we do our faces and then have the other stuff as the smaller one. But then it's still, I mean, it's not bad seeing us in the.
No, yeah, absolutely.
This is like some streamer shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can go back to regular though. Cause
I think that's what
I'm just trying to read to see if he actually got paid.
That's what streamers usually do, huh? When they have the game going.
Well,
yeah, like
You see them
it's
in
a
the
different
vibe.
program that's more editable, but yeah, definitely. Like
Yeah.
you can kind of edit it to have that.
What?
Like basically, there's a lot of different stream setups to where you can like either have your game in the picture or if you have yourself in the picture of like kind of outlaying the game.
Yeah.
I've seen some streamers that do green screens where they will like stream their like screen but then overlay themselves on a green screen on the screen. So like the one that I know is this guy that does like Madden streams. I'm trying to remember his name.
Makes sense though. Do some more interesting stuff.
Yeah. Barbecues though. Barbecues by the pool for July 4th. That's pretty American. Dude, the beach on Memorial Day, that shit's always people love going to the beach for days like this, just like grilling out there on the beach. Which is in theory is awesome. It's just with all those people, it's fucking horrible.
You hate people?
What?
You hate people, bro?
Interview with CNN right now. I'm like, I love America. So you hate Israel? Whoa,
Whoa,
I
whoa.
didn't say that. Hold on. Whoa. I love people, just not all of them. Just kidding. You know, I love everyone to an extent.
Just not the people on the beach.
Dude, I just don't like. It's weird because I could do raves and festivals all day long, which even now I do smaller ones, But like, when I get into a crowded place, dude, nothing gets my blood going like that shit, bro. Like fucking the grocery store,
Oh,
Par-
yeah. Grocery stores are annoying. People.
parking lots.
Chill.
Yeah, parking lots, grocery stores, lines. Hold on 1 second.
Come on, PB, get in there.
Come on. You gotta lay down though. Lay down. Dude, she
Dog
plopped.
paws.
When I said lay down, she just played dead right there. Plopped down. Yeah, this is you've seen her before. She's making another guest appearance.
EB.
Yeah. It's funny because it stands for peanut butter, but it could also, in theory, stand for Princess Bubblegum.
True.
Definitely.
Dang, so you're saying yeah, but I mean I feel like every culture probably goes to the beach and does that. Are there any more American things that aren't
Yeah, but the beach also is like,
super American, don't get me wrong.
But the Midwest doesn't have a beach, so it's like they don't,
But they didn't even exist until Manifest Destiny.
But the Midwest?
Yeah. Like is anything outside of the 13 colonies really American? Like we got to really think about this.
Great question.
It's crazy to think though, like if we didn't really like have a bunch of cultures come in from other places, we might still be eating beans on toast. People are like, let's keep tradition, but it's like, yeah, but at what cost, dude? I wouldn't want to be still eating that shit, dude.
But I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it was like inevitable that other cultures were gonna come to America. I mean, it's just like so much opportunity. We didn't even have all the land discovered for quite a while.
It's now 100%, but now we're like, remember that ideals that we were like, hey, this is what America's all about. Let's take all that back now. Actually,
We're pulling the rope up. We climbed up the ladder, and now we're pulling it up behind us. Like ain't no one else.
I don't get how we've gotten to a point though where people are like, see like a minority, I guess I don't know, person of color, and they're like, look at all these foreigners. I'm like, how have we gotten to a point where we're just calling anybody that's a person of color a foreigner now?
Well, I feel like foreigner is just a very ignorant like term. It's like, what do you mean? You're a foreigner. German.
Yeah.
You're a foreigner, British-based person. Your people are not from here.
No.
Yeah. The people that are from here are like
Everything to this land that is on this land is foreign, unless you are native to this land.
what I'm saying-
That's what the word means.
Is we've gotten to a point where like they would probably see Native Americans and be like, well, if you don't like this country, just leave. Like they were the first ones actually. So it's like really you are the ones that are wrong.
Well, and arguably a lot of their mentality is based on that. Well, we left what we hated. Why don't you leave what you hate? It's like, fuck you. You left what you hated and fucking murdered and rampaged through this land until you got what you wanted. That's not the same thing, asshole.
It's a tale as old as time, unfortunately, though. I mean, look at Genghis Khan. Dude's
Yeah.
fucking DNA is...
And all of us, not all, but damn near.
He's in all of our hearts.
I do think though, I've been tracking. I mean, we're getting kind of political, but what's more American than politics, honestly?
Exactly.
At this time, that Zohran Mahami.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
No.
He's the New York City mayor.
I'm sorry. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, the guy in New York. Honestly, he actually, listening to him talk, it's kind of crazy. It's like he's like one of us. He just says all the right things.
One of us.
No, he's what everyone's been waiting on.
Yeah,
he's
he's like the chosen one, honestly. Like
it's like, how did it take this long though for like someone to just actually because like how hard is it to just like, hey, we want to take care of the shit in our city and we want to take care of Americans and I want to go to the 5 boroughs and make sure everyone's good and see what I can do, make things more affordable. Everyone just keeps being around. Everyone else is just like,
But the rich, they need their tax breaks. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're on the precipice of like a big shift. So hopefully, if the next election happens, then we will see more people like him because winning in New York is
against Kumo too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think winning in New York is monumental. So it's like, once the left sees that, oh, like that's how we should be. Honestly, fuck the left. Honestly, that guy, I see him like as like an extremist almost.
See, this is why I hate like media on like political levels, because like why is the New York Times even reporting that Mandami identified as Asian and African American on college application? Who the fuck cares? Like, honestly, who cares what he identified as on his college application?
I mean,
what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I mean, depending on where he thinks he's from in the Middle East, I mean, he could be in Africa.
Yeah.
Well, also, who cares?
Well, I mean, like, it's just funny because it's also like it could just be true. Like, it could just be true. Do they not know that like Egypt and like Africa isn't just like only black people? Like, there's other cultures in Africa actually. Yeah. So I don't know.
It's the same people who probably don't even know Indians are Asian.
Yeah. But yeah, I think now that he exists, because he didn't exist. Like, I hadn't heard anyone talking as like coherently as him ever. So I'm like, oh well, since he can exist and be successful, it kind of gives me hope. Like,
you say you think he's an extremist?
Well, yeah, but that's just because I think the left is like center. So he's an extremist. He's in like in a good way, like, because the left in and of itself is also it's a bunch of pity pat. It's like a bunch of bullshit.
I would actually argue to say majority of the left is actually center right.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not even center.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not even in the center. It's just all people. It's just everything is to the right.
Like, hearing how different what he's saying sounds than like what anyone on the left has like really ever said, besides like maybe kind of Obama. Like, in even Obama, not to the like consistent extent as him. Then it's like, yeah, no, he's technically a political extremist.
What's actually crazy though is because what all the original, I mean, you can't speak for everyone when you say these things, but originally, whenever like people were like going for Donald Trump and going for MAGA, they're like, oh, he's gonna bring grocery prices down, and he's gonna help us with like taxes and all this other stuff, right? Gonna help our economy. And then someone who like goes and speaks and is like, hey, I have a game plan. I have a way for us to try to tackle this. And then those same people are like, oh, no, this guy is fucking...
I mean...
Shit, fuck that. It's like, well, this guy's actually giving you a solution, or at least talking, trying to sell you a solution. We don't know for sure until, he's in office and does his best. But you have at least someone going up there and being like, hey, I'm going to lay out how I'm going to do this and what my plan is to do this. And it's like that's still not good enough, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think I will say though about Trump, like, I do think he opened the way to get out of like this like political meandering, like as like fucking divisive and as idiotic honestly as he is. Like, he kind of opened the way for someone like Zoham to come in, like someone to be so different from like the establishment and win. Like, he showed that it's possible twice. So it's like he's like the right version of it, and I feel like the guy in New York is like the left version of it, where it's like You can come in and just say all the things that your base wants to hear, and then like be actually about that shit. Like the thing is, Trump was saying those things, but if we're being honest, like a lot of people, a lot of the quote unquote extremists or MAGA crowd on the right, ultimately got what they wanted out of him. Like they're happy about the ICE shit. They're like, you know what I mean? Like they're just dumb. Like they don't care that they're gonna be paying more and that things are gonna be worse for them. They're just like, as long as like other people suffer, that's okay. Like and
Good way of putting it.
so they got what they wanted. So it's like the left's version is like, okay, the opposite of that. It's like some guy that's like gonna do the most for like the actual people who will ultimately benefit the majority of MAGA as well, because they're not all rich billionaires. Like none of them are. Like I mean, not even Elon. He left that shit. Like, so it's like he's actually gonna be better for the majority of Americans.
What's crazy about like our culture though here is that for some like the whole grind set mindset, like we are gearing towards a society where it's like you're gonna need 2 or 3 jobs, but like we've kind of, that's been in the making for a while. But is the idea that like everyone kind of is on that page of just like you have to work, like not even just you have to work for what you get, but like if you don't have money, what's the point of even like
Yeah,
living?
meritocracy.
Yeah, it's because it's just like, well, someone's like, okay, affordable health care, right? And then people are like, that's stupid. You know what I mean? They're like, I pay a premium on my health care. Why should someone else have? What the fuck are you want to pay? It's almost like the people don't want to pay more, but their argument is that they do.
Their argument is that everyone shouldn't be able to get the same health care that they get without paying the same premium that they pay, which is an incredibly stupid argument, because what you're now defending is that you have to pay this premium.
Yes. Yeah, they're like, no, dude, I pay it. It's like, do you want to?
I pay
mean,
it, so
no.
so should you. It's like, well, I'm arguing that you shouldn't have to pay it. That's where we're at here.
You're like, so you enjoy paying that much? No, but okay.
But if I do, you have to.
Yeah, like what the fuck are we talking?
No, it's honestly funny because speaking of this Zoran dude, it just reminded me of a bit that I saw from a comedian.
That shit.
Huh?
Every time y'all say Zoran now, I'm just thinking he should do a campaign. Don't mess with the Zoran.
That would be
it
awesome
would be
if he did
killer.
like a co-campaign with Adam Sandler called "Don't Mess with the Zoran."
I can see him honestly doing that.
Like
That
if you guys do it, I want a little bit of credit, 1%. That's all I take.
And also, by the way, while the last thing, Trump already has acknowledged him and said that he is going to have him arrested and deported.
Hilarious.
But is he not from here though?
He's a fucking U.S. representative. Yeah, of course he's from here.
Trump's just fucking Trump.
Is pushing the fucking line right now to try to say that U.S. citizens need to be deported because of the basis and origin of how they got here or how their families got here.
That's
or da da da.
everybody then,
It's
yeah.
fucking everybody. It's literally the dumbest shit on the fucking planet. But that being said, what I was gonna say is speaking about him reminded me of this bit from Sammy Obeid or Obeid. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. But he's a comedian that's coming up in like the New York scene, I believe, like in that kind of like scope.
Yeah.
But he had a bit that was basically, he's like a Middle Eastern dude. His bit is like called "Am I White?" And you guys can look it up. I'm not gonna spoil the entire bit because it is pretty fucking funny. But it is the idea that like there was a court case in the 1900s or the 1920s or something like that. I believe I had it pulled up here a second ago. It was in the 20th century court cases, individuals of Syrian and Lebanese descent were legally classified as white for the purpose of naturalization in the United States. And you can go back. But essentially, his point was is through that court case, the defendants were their argument is that, well, we just have a three-pronged argument for why you should deem us white. Number one, where are we from? It's like, Syria. It's like, okay, thank you. That's all I needed. Number two, where is your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ from? They're like, oh, fuck. they're like, well, he came, he's the son of the Virgin Mary, and he came from our Lord and Savior, our God. Like, no. Where's he from? Like, well, somewhere in the Middle East, the story stayed somewhere around Jerusalem. Thank you. That's exactly what I needed. And if you would have to classify your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ as any one particular classification,
That's insane. Yeah.
would you say that your Lord and Savior was white or brown? They're like, they said, and at this point, the judge was just sweating bullets. Said, our Lord and Savior is white. And therefore, Your Honor.
That is crazy.
The idea of white Jesus is actually crazy and extremely blasphemous. And honestly, the fact that it's even as like prevalent as it is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It's like there was no white people there.
This skin color did not exist in this area, this region.
Hey, if there's a Korean Jesus, there can be a white Jesus.
Hey, the Korean Jesus, he said, that's not Korean Jesus, you racist motherfucker. That's Vietnamese Jesus.
That is funny.
That's funny though. That makes sense, especially back then. You can't say Jesus is colored. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're like,
We've backed ourselves into a wall.
damn, he's good at arguing. We never thought it'd come this far.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually thought Jesus was white growing up for a while until like
yeah, you do think you're like, okay.
Because
you have this understanding because you see his face everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a white dude. It's like then you find out like wait a second.
He's just looks just like my friend Chris.
Who's your friend Chris? Mitchell?
No.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no,
Probably
it's funny.
Built by C. Mitch. Follow on
I
Instagram.
guess that's something that's American white Jesus.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually a really good one.
Yeah, white Jesus is definitely an American concept and ideal. I don't think other cultures.
And all the European countries are like, they're doing something over there.
Yeah.
We need to adopt this.
Yeah, honestly.
I will say, even though we live in America, I'm getting tired of like more and more American cuisine restaurants being built.
What do you mean by that? Like, what's the American cuisine restaurant? Like just like burgers and shit?
Boomer Jacks?
See, that's just, I wouldn't even call that cuisine. That's being like too generous.
Hey,
That is just actual bullshit
Well,
on
I
a
mean,
plate.
What do you mean?
I mean, kids' cuisine that you can call it cuisine.
It's basically a kid's cuisine.
That's what it is,
That's
bro.
some fucking boomer
Don't
jack
version.
shit.
Where is that at? Why is it
It's
so bad?
literally right next to Twin
Peaks.
Peaks. And I think it's owned by the same people, and it's meant to be like the family-friendly version of Twin Peaks. But their food should not even be described as food.
What do you
It's
mean?
Trash.
Cafeteria food
It's garbage.
Yeah.
But,
I'm
like,
talking about like
Twin Peaks is not bad though.
No, Twin
like I
Peaks
tried to
food's
play
great.
it. I tried to play it safe with a patty melt, bro, and that shit
talking
was
about Boomer Jacks.
horrible.
But it's the same. How
It's the same fucking plate. I'm like, I could walk over there and eat a great meal, but I'm walking over here and eating a horrible one. Are you trying to punish families?
Somebody tried to tell me that Twin Peaks food sucked one time. They're like, Chili's is better. I was like,
All right,
fight
that's a
you, bro.
white. That's an American.
That's an American
a
thing.
white person right
I
there.
mean, that's just like whatever. It's like neither here nor there with either of them. I think.
Not, hey man,
Yes.
Twin Peaks. They got a fucking great fried chicken. What is it? Not a meatloaf. It's a damn, bro. Oh, a pot roast. They have like a pretty.
I heard their
solid-
pot
The
roast is
pot
actually
roast does
pretty good.
fucking hit, bro. It's just like you have to actually like it. Yeah, if you're just ordering fucking sandwiches, maybe it's not the best sandwich. Order some actual fucking food.
But-
Grow
but
up.
that-
you know what
but-
I'm saying?
Couldn't the same thing
See,
be
but
said
even on
for-
some like kids level shit, their chicken tendies go fucking stupid.
Chicken tenders are good. Their wings are pretty
Couldn't
good.
the same thing be said for Boomer Jacks? Maybe y'all just haven't gotten the right thing on the menu.
I've
It's
tried a few.
possible, but I need to know what it is before I go back.
3 strikes, you're out. There's no more
You
chance.
give it 3 strikes.
Yeah, bro.
Two strikes is
damn.
all it
So
took
that's
for me.
5 strikes collectively. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Five misses on the menu is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just one of those things where it's like I think there are a lot of places that are just like sprouting because they think that they can make a buck off of fucking food, but relatively, it's like if you don't have any type of like ways to stand out,
Yeah.
like even the places that do stand out aren't able to keep up that
Yeah.
version of what
Chili's
they're
mastered
creating.
it. You can't beat Chili's.
Chili's is just like
it's the perfect
Them and
American
TGI
fla-
Fridays are the same like you know what you're coming here
Cheddar's.
for. Cheddar's is good.
Cheddar's.
I actually fuck with Cheddar's.
Yeah.
Though.
But Cheddar's is like just elevated enough.
It's right there.
But they're not trying to be anymore. They're like, look, we're kind of nicer, but like
Not really.
we don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like this is the perfect medium.
They're kind of on that same level as like Papa's Seafood, in my opinion.
No,
where
it's but
Papa's is a
Seafood's-
little step up. I think.
Yeah.
Is it? Because I was gonna say
big
Papa's.
time.
In my opinion, Papa's is like tries to be upscale, but it's still you guys are Papa's.
It's price upscale, I'll tell you that.
That's fair.
It's like you slap a Gucci on you, like, wow, that must be better than this other. It's like not necessarily.
Well, that's what I thought about the Papa's Delta Blues shit. Because I was like, what the
But I heard
fuck
Delta
is
Blues-
this?
I've heard Delta Blues is actually better.
Their brisket goes hard.
Yeah, I've heard it's actually better.
But whenever it sprouted, I was like, I've never even heard of this shit. You guys are just slapping Papa's on any fucking name and just making a store.
Delta
You know the dot, which honestly, if you've never been to the Dot Diner, if you're
Goes
in
hard.
Those
Houston,
go hard, yeah.
yeah, if you're in Houston, you should hit the
Especially
Dot
at like
Diner.
3
It's
a.m.,
really
4
good.
a.m.
It's the best after the bar.
Yeah.
fucking
100% haven't been
spot.
in
That's
so
the
long.
spot. That's the spot.
But they used to. I think they do cornbread now, but they used to do like these really nice like bread. Like
The rolls.
The rolls
Them
went
hoes went stupid.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro. But
You get a bag to go.
that's owned by Papa's.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't know that.
You'll see it. It says like Papa's and this is the Dot. You're like, what the
What?
fuck?
I never noticed
Yeah,
that. You're
crazy.
capping.
No.
All right, I
bro.
must have switched universes at some
It's
point.
insane, bro. Yeah, that shit.
Nah,
blew
because
my
we used to
mind.
go there like literally all the time after
Yeah.
like class for UH or even after parties out there and shit.
You never saw the Papas?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I found out not that long ago. I was like, holy shit.
Have you
that's-
seen it yourself?
Yeah, I did. I've driven by it and seen.
That's
it.
cap.
It is kind of crazy.
Nah, not me.
It's
Not
right
me
by a
calling cap.
Papa's restaurant too. A Papa's barbecue, I think, is right there.
It's gonna be crazy when I see it. I'm like, when did that get there?
Yeah, you're gonna like, holy shit.
You
Yeah,
see it?
dude. I'm
Hold on, wait, no, this has got to be a different place.
diners. No, I guess diners aren't really.
Oh, it
exclusive, but-
is.
You know, it's an American ass thing. It doesn't
is that?
exist anymore.
This is the Dot. And when I typed in Dot,
It says Papa's.
it says Dot Coffee Shop, and then this says Papa's Restaurants Dot Coffee Shop. Woodridge order online.
Oh yeah, you could probably.
That's crazy.
Yeah, did
That's
Damn.
true.
you know? But an American restaurant, it did fail, but was Kona Grill. They tried to do like an Asian American fusion.
That shit
and,
was hilarious.
and it was the worst of both. Like it wasn't a good.
It was like they just put raw fish on shit and was like, we are Asian spot.
It failed, you said?
Kona Grill, yeah,
Yeah,
they
it
went
went
bankrupt.
under.
Yeah, and it
They were
doesn't
right there
exist
next
anymore.
to
It's
fucking-
where fucking
Can I think of the fucking
Gloria's
bar?
is now.
No, Gloria's was always there. It was across from where
Gloria's
Gloria's
wasn't always there.
Yeah, it was. Since they built the outside mall. Yeah, it was where Kona Grill was across from Gloria's. Gloria's was like right here when you're walking up like from the parking lot. Gloria's was on that side and Kona Grill was on
Oh
that
yeah,
side.
you're right. I don't
And
know
that
what's
Kona
there
Grill,
now.
I don't know what it is now, but essentially it was right next to
Bar
what's-
Louie.
Bar Louie, thank you. I couldn't fucking remember what that goddamn bar was called. But yeah, I don't. It's something else now. I don't know what it is now, but Gloria's has always been there, bro. Gloria's is fucking good. I fuck with Gloria's heavy. Their drinks are fucking fire,
Everyone
and their
says that.
food goes crazy.
Everyone
is
says
good.
that it's just a little too pricey for like Mexican food
It
for
is.
me.
It is, but it's not Mexican food.
Hmm.
It's not Mexican food, is it?
Yeah.
It's an Italian kitchen.
No.
Gloria's Italian
Wait,
kitchen.
it
no?
might be an Italian kitchen, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it.
They have Mexican dishes.
Okay, well then it's kind of both then. Because I'm like, I swear that it had Mexican things on the menu, but I think there is more than just Mexican food.
Latin cuisine. Sorry.
Oh, so
Gloria's Latin
all
cuisine.
all encompassing.
Yeah, there we go.
So it is
I was
both.
like, I don't think it's a.
That's what I was like. It's not a Mexican spot because they have a bunch of different like Colombian dishes and like.
Yeah, so they just have everything. So
they
it
have,
is,
like,
but it is a
pupusas
Mexican
and shit
spot.
like that.
It's just also
Smart move, though.
Colombian
Smart move.
spot, also an
That
Italian.
is a good
Smart
move
move.
because it is like upscale Latin cuisine too. So
I-
like it's like a dinner date type of thing, but also like
I
you
don't
gotta
know if
spend too much on some rice.
If you
and
guys
beans.
have been to this place called Tea Time, I went there yesterday. This place called Tea Time on like it's by it's on 518. It's by the Chick-fil-A, by the Home Depot. And I went in there and the guy gave me a whole spiel about like it's a Korean corn dog spot, and he gave me a whole spiel about how I've never had Korean corn dogs before.
Oh, boba and
Yeah,
okay, hell yeah.
I've seen it.
yeah.
I've seen
And
it.
the
yeah.
thing is, and I told him I was like, yeah, I have because they have a Korean corn dog spot in Bel Air, and he was like, oh, 2 hands. And I was like, oh yeah, and he was like, that's not a real Korean corn dog. And he gave me like a 2-minute spiel about like the fact that like
He got disrespected.
Yeah,
He's
well,
like,
well,
no,
yeah.
Because he knew.
that's
Yeah.
not real.
Yeah, well, yeah, 'cause
This is
he was
real.
Like, he was like, you can't. Apparently, you can't import meat from Korea. Like, you have to import like fish, and so like in the Korean corn dogs that they make in Korea are actually like fish Korean corn dogs that they import to like America, and then they like recook them basically. And so he gave me the whole spiel about how I haven't had one. Then I had one. That shit was bomb, bro. I got one. And then I was like, I gotta get another one, bro. I was like, yo, it was actually super gas.
See, because there was a place across from my old job. It's at Baybrook. I forgot the name of it, but it's like they did the hot like the corn dog shit, and they did like the hot Cheeto dogs and the fucking like chili cheese dogs. But
Are
like
you
them
talking
the
about,
muff-
no,
Totoro?
that's like the
Yeah.
2 hands version.
Totoro, yeah.
2 hands. That's
Totoro's pretty like. I feel like though that's like a very mainstream kind of like.
no, yeah. I think those are like the 2 hands. If they have like actual meat, it's like not real.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That's what he claimed.
So
claimed,
it has to be fish.
well, it's like a fish or cheese. They use cheese as well, but it's like a fish meat substitute. It was like bomb though. Like it tastes and it's not actual fish. They use like imitation crab. So it's like crab meat, kind of like.
That's kind of interesting.
Can you Google that? Hey,
You have it pulled up.
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
well, no, not just tea time. I want to like about the like a traditional Korean corn dog.
Oh.
I think like in Korea they use like actual meat, but it's something about like the importation. Like you can't import meat from Korea.
Trucks.
Trucks?
Trucks are an American fucking thing, bro. Driving big ass trucks on like open
Yeah,
road.
it would definitely be South Korean.
Driving big ass trucks on the open road.
Good point. Crunchies.
These are like they have some. They say they have some in Galveston. The version is
Cluster
served
corn
names.
dog. Yeah. Regular American corn dogs are made with cornmeal, whereas Korean corn dogs are dipped in a thick batter. Then breadcrumbs are finished off with a sprinkle of sugar. Basically, Korean corn dogs are sweeter and have a thicker breading.
I think
But
those are.
that's not the question you were asking. So I don't. You can go back. I can try to find out what's your.
We gotta ask him the questions, bro. He knew what it was up.
That's funny though that he was
See, no,
like.
Two Hands is a brand.
Yeah.
So he was probably talking about like a specific store that maybe over there.
well, that was the one that I had been to, and then he knew what it was. He was like, "Nah, that's not it."
It's funny because he was like,
Gotcha.
those are the options. He's like, those bitch ass fake frauds, fucking two
No,
hands.
I'm not gonna lie though. He was right though. His was like not even. It was like not comparable to be honest. Like I literally got one, and I was like, I gotta get another one. That's rare that to be at a restaurant, eat something, and then you're like, I gotta go up and order this again because like.
And see, like I'm looking at all these Reddit boards, and nobody's like, "That's not a regular Korean corn dog."
Nah,
is it?"
I think because that's popular, like having it to where you put a lot of stuff on the outside. His was just plain, like there was no sugar. It was like it was made differently.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, this is me. I'm giving him. He should be honestly pay me, bro. We need to work for him, bro. It should be on his thing. But and it was funny is I was actually gonna go to Chick-fil-A and I went to the curbside and the curbside was like turned off and my lazy ass was like, I'm just going somewhere else then. I'm gonna go all the way inside of another store because like you pissed me off that the curbside is turned off and I'm honestly glad that I did that. I had a much better experience eating the Korean corn dog. But
Funny how that life has other plans for you sometimes. You were meant to try that Korean corn dog.
not that ass. And the guy gave me the whole spiel. It was like super intense. I was like, this is a lot, but I'm here for it.
No, he wanted you to let you know. He's like, oh, you think you fucking know shit?
Yeah, not that ass.
You're coming to my shop, think you know what a fucking Korean corn dog is?
Yeah, high key. I'm about to go back after this, bro. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, I need another one.
This shit was that good.
It was pretty fucking gas.
Man, people with their reviews
And it
just
was
be
like-
so entitled.
The corn dog was like $4.99. It wasn't like fucking $8 or something.
Shit, I might swing by there.
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. Like, and it was like a good amount just for one. Two
Nothing
was
says
like
America like Korean corn dog on July 4th.
It was in America. It's brought to America. But that's the thing though. That's just to tie it all in. The crazy thing about this ICE situation and all this bullshit is like America is just a melting pot. Like that is like the most American thing about America is that we're not mono-ethnic.
Dude,
Every other place is mono-ethnic.
You know how fucking lame and boring you have to be to think that like getting rid of all the culture is gonna somehow fucking make things. Like, this country would fucking suck, dude. Like we would get rid of let's get rid of flavor while we're at it. Let's just rid of fucking
Spices for sure. We're getting rid of those.
Yeah, let's fuck it all. Who gives a shit? Like you want just boring. That's fucking what you want. You want no more fun. You want no more fucking colorful shit. You just want it all to be fucking bullshit.
No, I thought it was a pillow for a second. That's fucking PV.
Yeah. Fucking
Locked in.
from here, it does kind of look like a pillow, though. But yeah, no, trucks are American as fuck, though. You never think
Like
about
big
that.
trucks, yeah, especially like
Yeah.
like I know other cultures have like the small like utility trucks,
Cargo trucks, yeah.
but like
Yeah.
actual just like Ford F-150.
F350. Why is there a 350?
It's
like
350.
the dual fucking tire
dualies,
shits,
bro.
the dualies.
It's
Yeah.
crazy to me though, cause I'm like a bougie car. That's what, like I want to get BMW, like a sedan, like convertible. And it's
Yeah.
like, bro, for a nice one, like for a nice truck, you can get like a sick ass like fucking sedan. And when I see like a nice truck on the road, it doesn't like hit me the same way as when I see like maybe that's just me personally, but I feel like they're not like super fancy looking. They're just big. It's just like,
I'd say like a nice truck comes in handy for like certain like
So
it's
many
useful.
things.
It can be useful.
some certain things, but like when you're talking about luxury, it definitely doesn't come into play when
I've
at
seen
least
some
in my
luxury
mind.
trucks.
I'm not saying that they don't exist. Like for my mind, when I think of a luxury car, a truck doesn't even come into play.
Yeah, but the thing about a nice truck is like you can get like an old truck that's like 80 to 90% as useful because it just has the same size bed. It's just like a 2015.
No,
And
yeah,
just use that when you need. I guess you'd have to have two cars, but
If
you
you
can even get like
treat-
an old car, like a 2000. Like
if you treat the idea of owning a truck like owning a wheelbarrow, then this is a good investment.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about now, I need to pour $37 to $40,000 into a truck just so that I can have some fucking wheelbarrow in
Yeah,
my
like that
property.
I can use
think
like
what
that's a
once
problem.
every 3 months. Like
I used to think that, but the thing is, trucks are durable and they last. Like the thing is, the gas might not be as good, but they last a long like most trucks last fucking forever.
Well,
and
but
they're
that's-
super fucking durable.
That's almost like a conversation of maintenance, though. Like, 'cause almost really any car lasts fucking forever with the proper
yeah, the
maintenance.
people
and
that are
taking
getting
care of it
trucks,
and
it's
da-da-da-da-da.
probably like a
It's just whenever you're running a car into the ground, then
It's not necessarily true.
there's some cars that fucking run into the ground faster than other cars.
Yeah,
Is
like
what I'm saying.
some
But if
Vol-
you're
yeah.
properly maintaining things, then
like
it's
Subarus are known to fucking fuck
yeah,
up on
it's-
you.
but
it's a Subaru.
probably also
I don't
like
drive a Subaru because I drive a Subaru because I'm gay or whatever that fucking movie was. You never saw that?
No.
Oh, I'll pull it up. Hold on.
There's probably a correlation thing though, because I feel like most people who get like trucks and like especially nice big trucks are like men who like also like know about cars and like will take care of it properly. Like typically,
That's a goal of mine, though.
see.
So I don't drive a Subaru because of what?
I thought it was because you drive a Subaru. I forgot what she said. I thought it was a nickname because you drive a Subaru. So I drive a Subaru because I'm
Bro,
gay.
you know what? It's crazy that the Subaru. It's crazy that the Subaru BRZ.
Back it up.
The BRZ and like the Toyota 86 are like the same car. Yeah, I'll take another. You know what I'm talking. I don't know if you guys know those models, but it's like the BRZ, the one that they just had, and then the
Yeah.
Toyota 86. It's like literally the same fucking icon, or really know your shit to know the difference. And I'm like, it's really weird to me. I'm like, do they like? I'm not sure who copied who, but someone definitely copied someone.
Like if I come into enough money, the two car, I want a truck, and then I want a nice Toyota Camry. I want like a luxury version of the Toyota Camry, like the newer ones.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
like the hatchback looking ones.
oh, the
they're
one that
so-
like
they
you
look-
see oh, you might not have noticed his car.
The
That's what Josh
cyber
had at his house.
hatchbacks.
That's what everyone's getting. CJ got one of those. Josh,
What, Cybertruck?
no, the Toyota like the nice Camry, like.
Yeah, bro. Because Camrys last fucking forever, and if you get like a nicer one, bro, the insides of those things are fucking crazy.
I don't know though. Literally, like Eric, CJ, and my other homie Josh, whose house you were at when you picked me, they all got those Camrys. I'm like,
And I can't.
I'm like, bro, everyone's buying those fucking
For me,
Camrys.
I think you said it earlier, but I think for me it's like probably not like older, like too old, but like probably like a 2015 to 2019 BMW would probably be in my speed.
No, literally, that I'm trying to get like the 2019 BMW, the M4.
You're gonna have to
2019.
work on those a lot too, though.
Well, but also it's a lot of maintenance, like costs and stuff too. But like
Yeah.
that's the conversation though. It's like if you're not looking into buying a car And well, sorry, if you are looking into buying a car and the thing stopping you from buying a car that you like is how much maintenance that's involved, and you're not really knowing what you're putting your money towards in this investment.
Yeah, you're just
No matter what you buy, even fucking house, car, fucking even toys, take a certain level of amount of maintenance to make sure they don't become a waste of your
I mean,
money.
you can need maintenance on certain cars, but more cars are
There's
certain cars that
also-
are more difficult.
it's
it's just a
more
question
risk
of,
averse.
It's a question of like cost efficiency. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you want to
yeah.
be super cost efficient, there's cars for that. But if you also just want the car that you want,
yeah.
you just have
Cost
to take into
doesn't matter,
account this
yeah.
is what it's gonna cost to have that.
Yeah, basically the idea is like don't look at the price tag.
Yeah.
know that you want it, so do what you got to do to have it.
To let them hit you with the monthly,
guess-
and then you
I
fucking.
guess I don't care about cars that much.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. That's like a dream car type of situation. I
Yeah.
don't care about it enough to like bankrupt myself.
Yeah.
But if I come into some money and I'm like, hey, I want to upgrade my car, it's gonna be probably a BMW from the 20.
I guess I'm definitely more car centric, and the car that I have now is I like it because it's free. I'm not paying car note, but I think
a good one.
definitely
That's a good one.
definitely probably within a year I'm gonna upgrade, just because.
Yeah,
I
I
need a-
mean, I'm at the stage where I'm appreciative and grateful for what I've got, but I would like something else, like going forward. So I don't know.
But the thing,
Definitely not super like car centric, but I am like starting to think about like other stuff that I do like.
Well, if you're-
and try to like move forward.
thing
towards
is,
that.
like, I feel like the best time to like go and get like a nicer car is when you still have like your older car. Like, cause like I'm planning on like leveraging them both. Like, I'm still gonna have like the car I have now. Obviously, there's no reason to get rid of it. It's just that like I'm gonna have the other car that I can drive like when I want to drive that car, which will probably be like half the time. But I like even just driving the other car half the time will leverage a lot of the miles, the maintenance, like just to work and bullshit. But it's like I'm going out on a date.
Yeah.
Anyone at all is gonna be in my car. I'm driving the other car. It's like but if
Right.
it's just me. Like, fine, like I drive to work and come back, get those bullshit miles like on my bullshit car, and then
I think for me it's just that like well for me specifically for work, most of my work days it's like spending an hour to 2 hours in the car. So it's like, a lot of times it's like I don't want to push like mileage on like something that I actually enjoy. I would prefer having something that is like gas efficient, and also I don't really like
The
give
Camry,
too
the
many
Prius,
fucks about.
the new Prius looks nice. I ain't gonna lie.
But what he was saying is that newer Camry that is like they've been like kind of toying with like the luxury style of it.
It is
trying to
nice,
make
yeah.
it seem it's nice enough to where you are getting that daily like value in saying like I'm not spending too much money on going to work, but also it's nice enough to where you have like the luxury and feeling like you're in a nice car.
yeah.
So,
Although
like so it's right on that.
I'm
line,
surprised though that none of my friends and even you when you talked about the Camry just took it to the next level and just went with the new Prius, because like the new Prius honestly looks pretty nice, and it's like 100
It's
miles
just
per gallon.
the
or
movie
something
The Other
insane.
Guys did so much irreparable damage for anyone
But-
that wants to own a
I was gonna
Prius.
say, yeah, the connotation with the Prius is kind of like.
But the
you're
thing
like,
is, as far as gas efficiency, it shits on even the Camry. Like, it's actually so insanely gas
No, yeah.
efficient. It's
you know what else is gas efficient? A Kia Soul. like I'm
Hey,
not, I'm
th-
not driving.
wait,
best
alright,
bass
this is-
system in
this
the
is-
game.
Look, there's a lot of
What?
slander
I
for
said
the
the Kia Soul's got the best like sound systems and like
That's
stock in the game.
I heard that. That's what I
yeah, there's a lot of the new Priuses look sick though. Like, I think they look cooler than the Camry in my opinion.
I haven't.
You
I
should-
can pull
yeah,
them up.
pull them up like 2025 Prius. Like they don't look like people probably wouldn't even know, bro. They wouldn't even know. Like, I'm just surprised like no one has taken it. If you're already getting a Camry, I'm just like, well, just fucking go like go the extra mile.
No, it does kind of look.
Like, it looks chill. Like, people wouldn't fuck. Look at that shit.
Why is it Camry? Did you type in Camry versus Prius?
I did.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like,
Is it
what?
Look at
2020?
the Prius. Low key to me, it looks kind of slicker. It looks
It does look.
like,
you
and
know-
it's way better gas
Wait,
mileage.
wait, zoom back in.
Hold up, I'm
I
trying to
think
pick
I
up-
saw.
pull up a different image.
Can you just have in 2025 Prius instead of?
I can. I
You
was
know
just
what's
seeing what they
crazy?
both look like next to each other. God damn. Sorry.
'Cause I kind of just want to see.
Let's go.
You know what's crazy is, I did not know that was a Prius. Dude, 'cause
See,
I
that's
saw.
what I'm saying.
I saw one of those in the parking lot a couple days
go
ago, and I was like, "Damn, what kind of car is that? That shit looks sleek as fuck."
That's what I'm saying,
Crazy
bro.
that it's a Prius though.
I'm
That
saying
is-
people are hating on the Prius. I'm like
How much? Can you see how much that
They
is?
even tried to get like that Challenger like
the back, yeah.
backlight shit. You can go back to it just to show.
What's the?
Like they tried to be real like cute with this shit here.
I don't like the back of it. Kind of does look a little iffy to me, but I mean, I guess the front end does make up for that.
It's a very futuristic looking type of
Can you see what the price on that is?
energy efficiency car.
Some car eyeing right now.
We're all shopping.
I
We're
definitely.
shopping together.
I'm probably not. It's probably out of my price range, but
There's one on. I thought that said eBay. Sorry.
eBay.
MSRP's roughly looking around 28 to 35.
dude, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's what I was thinking.
That's,
That's
that's actually like not
For today, you know what's crazy though is like
bad at all.
30K now is reasonable. Back when the Teslas first dropped, those were 30K because the average car was like 15,000.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
We've almost doubled in price for like a decent car.
yeah.
Now it's kind of ridiculous, like, cause the Tesla X, I think that shit used to be like 30K back in like 2015.
Yeah, I had like a weird experience where like I bought a car in like 2020, and I totaled it in 2022, and like the value of cars had gone up so much in the time that I had it that despite putting on like 50,000 miles and totaling it, like since I had insurance, the value of the car was still like more than when I bought it. Like it was actually kind of crazy. I had a Scion TC.
That's insane.
But I had a Scion TC. They didn't make those anymore.
Bro, I used to have a Scion TC.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Before you smash that shit into smithereens.
That's what I did to mine.
I thought you got in a wreck on that car.
No.
Oh, he's thinking of my accident that he didn't know about.
I was like, I definitely didn't wreck that hood. It got water damage into the fucking engine.
Oof.
That's
Equally as
I
far.
It
was like-
totaled though.
It totaled.
That's what I'm
but I
thinking
didn't.
of.
I was like,
Sorry.
crashed it to smithereens. I was like, I have
It
never.
totaled, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if I knew the water damage part. I think you just told me that you totaled your car.
Yeah.
I assumed that things got hectic.
Yeah. Also, very American cars, just in general, car culture. Like,
Yeah, true.
there's other countries that have it, but America definitely has
Well,
it.
the other countries that have it are more like F1 based. Like if you're into cars, then you're into like racing and stuff like that. Whereas here, it's like, nah, I'm just into sounds.
nah.
I'm just into exhaust pipes.
The majority of people that are into cars probably are not into racing, honestly. Like, they're just into cars because cars are
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
and you're in them all the time, and our car culture is so insane that everyone has to have a car and these things.
Well, that's another one of those like reality shows that used to be on, like not just like shows. There's multiple different shows, like a bunch of different like popular culture used to be like different types of car shows, like Gear Masters and like these
Dude.
different like race shows and stuff
No,
like
what,
that.
Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My
Ride's
Ride,
another one.
uh,
No, what was the one? It was like a
There
real
was so
version
many-
of that where they would like actually like take someone's car and
It
like,
was
fucking-
West Coast Customs.
dude, but that was the name of the shop. But it was like
It was a show that
Chopped
they did.
something.
Was it Chopped?
No.
Chopped was whenever they like would like kind of. I think that was like Junkyard, right?
Yeah, but the show was called West Coast Customs.
No, actually, Chopped is a cooking.
You know
show.
what's really funny? So I took shop my senior year of high school, but
I did junior year.
you took shop.
Yeah.
But was it welding?
No, it was the one next to welding, which was just basically we watched fucking shows all year.
That's what we did. Dude. We would weld like we welded like probably 3 days out of the semester,
What?
bro, or out of the year, bro. I swear. You go in there and weld a little bit, and then you would just watch West Coast Customs
Yeah.
the rest of the year.
What the hell? Why is that
West
the
Coast
class?
Customs and Gear Masters?
Did
dude,
you,
I'm
do you feel
telling
like you learned a lot in that class?
No, because that was the intro shop class. Because like they had another one where it's like for kids who actually wanted to do that for their career.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The one I was in their junior year, and when I was only in there because it was halfway through the year. We talked about this last episode. I used to jump around from like AP to regular classes whenever I realized I was gonna fuck up my GPA if I kept staying in the pre-AP classes and not turning in my homework. So what junior year I've failed out of English in the like first half of the semester and transferred it into like the regular classes. And in that they switched my like elective because basically I had to go from third period English to fifth period English. And there was no elective availability for the same elective I had to go to third period. So I had to take a third period shop class. It's just like a filler basically just to get my credits. That being said, that shit was the most fun semester ever because all we did was just watch fucking YouTube videos and shoot dice in the fucking back of the class.
But what?
Like, legitimately speaking, the teacher gave no fucks. Like, the idea of collecting a check as a teacher is the shop class motherfucker that knows none of these kids are gonna be welders. Like, I don't have to teach. Turn in. I
What
don't
type of
care.
assignments did y'all have?
I don't even think we had.
We
any.
did.
Like, how'd you get great? I guess that. Well, actually, now that I think about orchestra, you didn't have assignments. So like,
We did have like a quiz or two.
But he also didn't. There was quizzes, but it was the type of teacher who was like, "You guys can work together on this." This is not a fucking like.
I mean, come on.
test.
What is this class?
Who
like,
cares?
What are we doing?
But
Can you
it was.
switch to 2 for a second? I just want that way we could just get that camera in here. This is gonna be more so just for.
Yeah, anytime you guys are talking, or if I'm looking something up, you can switch to this one. That way, it doesn't have me just.
damn,
In the
we
background.
went for so long. Y'all could have told me that a minute ago. I feel like y'all told me
I
before.
forgot. This angle though, I will say like, it has looked the best that it has. I don't know, cause I think it has more scope in this.
Yeah, well, also we just need to fill in the wall a little bit more on the escape side because I really just cut out where Doofles is right here for this angle and
Yeah.
have him in on the other angle, because he's obviously a staple of this show. I just wanted to, but like for this one, I felt like cutting it at the corner where the light is right there, is a good addition because then we can just kind of fill out this rest of the scope of the room.
Hell yeah.
Did you know anything about Doofles, Evan? Probably not.
The lore of the Doofs, the
that
Doofus.
guy right there, dude.
Yeah, we've
They,
talked
they
about
don't
it
make
before.
those. They don't make those anymore. There's a bunch of different versions of that. There's like
Yeah,
an
I can
orange
pull it up.
one. I think there's like there's an orange one. There's a yellow one. I think there's a green one. There's a purple one.
So they don't make them anymore.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
That's a-
limited
that's a
edition.
that's a
Yeah,
vintage item.
Go to 3.
That was from like Oh, they got a pink one.
Got one on drugs.
They're all on drugs, bro.
True,
Yeah.
This one
actually.
for sure, though.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, this one
Yes.
for sure, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen his Doofle's eyes. It's for sure high as shit. See, there's a red one. There's a yellow one. What the fuck is that? A reindeer?
Is that a dog one? Oh, it is a reindeer.
That's
A
crazy.
camo one. Here's the
There is a
one
green one.
we have. Hey, this one's it's like on sale for
I fuck
$39.
with the orange one though. The orange one's kind of creepy.
The orange one is kind of creepy.
The red one though. The red one is like
The blue one definitely looks sad as fuck.
that boy. His stuff's not hitting him. He doesn't know why. He's trying to figure it out.
Dude, there's so many different versions of these. It's
We
kinda
gotta
crazy.
collect them all, bro. We gotta get Pokemon, but
Doofle
on our
Master.
Doofle shit.
The Doofle Master sounds crazy.
We rename our pod to the Doofle Masters.
Sounds like a German name.
Doofle Master. That's not a good German accent.
Yeah, I don't know what that was like Dr. Doofenshmirtz, but like worse.
I went for it. Hey,
you
this
probably
green
get
one's kind of sick. Let me see.
I knew I should have stayed home today.
I knew I should have not come to school today, Miss Frizzle.
I shouldn't have drank that green liquid. That syrup was too much for me, Miss Frizzle.
That syrup, that lean.
Dude, fuck, that's pretty American.
What lean? I was gonna say it earlier, but I really can't prove that.
Wait.
Sipping cough syrup.
Oh no! That not only is that American, that was created in Houston.
Well, I feel like it is, but I just don't know if it has been adopted other
Lean
places.
culture for
to
sure is
where-
big Houston. Like, dude, honestly though, shout out to that. 'Cause like Chopped and Screwed. I
Chopped
didn't
and
understand.
Screwed, Zero.
You know what's-
Also, Houston.
What's funny is because I didn't, when you're a kid, you don't really understand it. You just listen to it, you don't really get it. But then you're like, oh, these people are fucked up.
Well, that, but
They're
also
on lean.
that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like what you don't really understand at that time, whenever you're hearing it from the first time, you do understand that it's different, but you don't understand that they're like actually creating a culture that's different. Like whenever you hear those old songs, like now you're like you can kind of appreciate it, but at the time it was like you didn't even really know what to make of a Chopped and Screwed version of something. It was just like, oh wow, someone is making like a different version of these songs that I've already heard type of thing. But now it's like, wow, that is actually not just like a legendary thing that that they were doing at that time, but also has become like something that other cultures and other like artists and other regions are starting to try to like take.
Like Screwston, Texas. Like there's literally
Houston, Texas.
Isn't that a crazy fucking thing?
That
bro?
sounds dope.
They want to do like I don't know if the NFL is even gonna like think about doing it, but the fans of Houston want them to do like purple Texans jerseys.
That'd be crazy.
That would be like basically like the leaned out version of like
It'd
the.
be
They're
Texans.
not doing that. Let's be honest.
They're not gonna do it, but it'd be fucking awesome. The
It would be-
concepts look cool.
It would be cool, dude. Houston though is really one of those places where you're like, this place is kind of shit, but I wouldn't have it any other way. You like love it for because there's a lot of cool things about Houston, but it's like it's not a good place for people who come. I would say out of town, because like you ask any person in Houston, what's there to do? You're just like
Lean.
no, but there's shit always going on. But I feel like
To the people
in-
who are plugged in.
like in Houston, you got to be plugged in. It's not like a tourist spot where you come and you're like, oh yeah, we have this to do, this to do. There's always shit going on.
But you could come. It's like you could be a tourist, but you gotta have someone on the inside.
You do, yeah.
You gotta know the plug. You gotta know
Gotta
the
check
plug.
in. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
You gotta know the
To
plug.
take you to all the, because there's hella good food. Because I've seen things where people say they've gone to Houston, the food wasn't even that good. I'm like, you definitely had Chick-fil-A or something, because there's no way you went to some hot spots.
That can't be a thing, bro. Everyone knows Houston's food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
But-
we just have like some of the best variety.
Yeah,
out there.
there's like, I mean, I just had like an authentic cream. There's literally everything. There's everything here. There's like nothing. I would be fucking hard pressed to find some sort of culture or cuisine that's not represented in Houston.
I would say if you had two places that represented America, it would be New York, both good and bad. You know what I mean? For all that it is. And then I would say Houston, both good and bad. You know what I mean? Like melting pot.
I would say
basically-
that's arguably any like major city though, because
Yeah.
like Chicago, same thing.
That's true.
L.A. same thing.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, same thing.
Maybe not LA as much.
LA for
has
sure.
LA has some
LA is
things.
literally Hollywood. I would
Well,
probably
it's
say LA over
LA's the
Houston.
almost actually the
You would say
biggest.
LA over Houston?
Think about it this
yeah.
way: LA's got the biggest gap. Like you've got the highest of the highs of like Hollywood and all of these different like monetary things.
Yeah.
Then you've got the lowest of the
What's more
lows, which
American
is
than
like
that?
Skid Row, like fucking at this point probably millions of homeless people just on the street
Yeah.
in one area. So it's
Yeah.
like when you talk about like this being the same city, it's like that's probably like a huge gap that New York has gaps like that, but it's like more like also kind of staggered where there's like different levels of wealth and different levels of poverty in New York. And Houston has like kind of more of a melting pot of the poverty and wealth, whereas like even the wealthy people have shit that they're dealing with in poverty, and even the impoverished people have like connections with wealthy people
Everyone kind of does just fucking
to a
mesh
degree. Not,
together.
it's obviously not across the board.
No,
it's a
but,
little
like,
bit of a
it's all together.
generalization.
It is really
But
all
like
together. for the
LA
most
is a
part,
little bit
though.
more segregated, where it's like the rich people don't talk to the fucking poor people.
Like, get away from me.
Or it's not even get away from me. It's separated. The city's separated to not have these people interact with each other.
All right, how
Like
y'all-
East LA is primarily Latino, and like that's just not even talked about at all, other than in Latino cultures.
That's fair. Atlanta has a lot of like music and food.
I mean, it is called Los Angeles. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, in the name, that is kind of crazy. You don't think about that, but it
Well,
is.
no, when you hear Los Angeles, you hear fucking Kobe Bryant.
like,
Like, let's just be honest with ourselves.
because he got his wings.
That's not what I would say. That's what Ari Shafir might say.
That's fucked up. Oh yeah, he did say some shit like that. He got a lot of backlash for that too.
what?
As soon as so Ari Shafir is a comedian, very well known for his comedy, but also very well known for as soon as like a celebrity of any kind that has like iconic like level, as soon as they die, he just starts making jokes about them because he did 9/11 jokes too, but like it's one of those things where I laugh because I'm a fan of comedy, but also I'm a fan of Kobe. So I get why when I see like people that are like, no, you don't talk about my GOAT like that. I'm like, I get it. I see why you're too connected to like understand the comedy here, but it is objectively hilarious. Like that there was a tournament in fucking California that he decided, fuck the weather conditions, we're going, and the pilot said, no, we shouldn't go, but Kobe being Kobe, you don't tell Kobe no. So they went. And
They died.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like from a or whenever we found out that why was he in the helicopter? There were plenty of precautions that were set beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't go in the middle of a storm.
Kobe's so conscious.
Unless you're Amelia Earhart.
You know, her remains still yet to be found. They never will. People think it's a
Same way they haven't found the cure for cancer or
or the Loch Ness monster
or fucking Loki.
The cure for cancer, as far as I know, they're like pretty close. Like they've been able to figure out how to, like, using AI basically. They've been able to figure out how to like modify it, the way that they fight cancer to be unique to different people. They're just like in testing.
Yeah, that's where CRISPR technology is.
Well, also, I was more so speaking on the conspiratorial
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
Where
I know.
it's like everyone that has had a cure for cancer all of a sudden fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Correct that we're getting to a point that might not exist in our future because of CRISPR technology, where you can kind of like analyze certain like traits and try to like kind of prevent stuff from happening on a grand scale.
The genomes and shit like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That being said,
already.
I was talking about stuff that has happened where people are like, yeah, no, I cured like 87 patients unalived.
Well, I mean, there's probably a cure for cancer, probably in the rainforest. There's probably some crazy shit in there.
Yeah, bro, you just gotta mix weed with like eucalyptus or some shit, and then you're good.
Yeah.
You like eucalyptus?
Yeah, you can lift this dirt.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, they have like some really cure-alls in there. Because I don't know, the uncontacted tribes, like, they don't wear clothes, and they're like alive. And like normal people who go to the rainforest, there's a high chance that like something will bite you and fucking end you. So it's like and then people who live in the rainforest, they have like, they just fucking crack open a tree and like take some shit
Well,
out
it's
of
kind
it.
of weird how like
They
as
know,
a
though.
society we've created like protections for ourselves and therefore made ourselves more vulnerable. It's like as much as we've tried to protect ourselves over time using technology or medicine or anything, all we've really done is train our bodies to be vulnerable to the reality of this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas those people are like so connected, they've still grown up around that, so they're like
Well,
in
they
touch with it still.
exist in a real like only the strong survive mentality where it's like, yeah, no, we're all gonna get bit by these bugs. Some of us are gonna die, but the ones that don't are gonna become immune to those bites.
Yeah.
And that's really just how that fucking works.
You evolve over
You
time.
evolve over time into understanding like how to exist in the environment around you. And we've created an environment that shouldn't exist, and therefore our bodies are evolving to exist within that time, like frame. But that frame is like almost not even really something you can replicate on this planet. We can replicate it for ourselves because we've created these technologies that exist, like a fucking house
Yeah.
with air conditioning.
God bless AC, bro.
But I don't know. You all have anything else to talk about for America?
Nah, we could wrap it up there, dude. I gotta pee.
You're a pea guy.
Yeah, I'm European.
You're European.
I'm
European, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm European.
All right. Well, happy 4th, everybody. Let off some fireworks. Play some baseball. Eat some apple pie.
Apple pie. Is
Shave
pretty
a bald eagle's
American.
head. Whatever you got to do.
Barbecue. Y'all have fun out there. Be safe. Float the river. Eat some food. Hot dogs, glizzys, hamburgers, fireworks.
Get glizzified.
Get glizzified. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and stay in school, you know.
Till next time, y'all take care.
Later.